Welcome back to PSL Living's our special edition, Mile with the Mayor, with Mayor Gregory Oravec. We are so excited to have on our next guest. He's been on the show before. He set the world record for the most diamond push-ups in 1 minute, correct?
Correct.
He's done it again, and he's working on several other world records. So here to give us a little bit of inspiration for our fitness
episode.
Yeah, our fitness episode in our daily life. I'd like to welcome Steve Salmasian. He's a Port St. Lucie resident, current Guinness Book of World Records holder for most diamond push-ups in 1 minute, correct?
Yes.
Do you need any tricep? Do you need any massage or anything?
Yes, I do need massage.
Yeah, there you go. He's got a very, I've talked to him about his fitness routine. He's got a regimen, he's got it down, right?
Yes.
So, Steve, you broke it, and then last time you were on our show, you talked about it, and I asked you how long you think it would take for someone to break it. And it didn't take that long, did it?
About 102, 103 days.
Okay, but you were on it because you hold it again, right?
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to hold a world record for any number of days?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
As long as it wasn't the highest tax rate or the highest debt amount.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but when it comes to push-ups, boom.
When it comes to fitness.
Or lowest tax rate. Yeah, that's a good one.
There you go. When it comes to fitness, that's a pretty cool thing to do. So, Steve, if you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about how you got into this.
Well, I started out, I was watching the news, and there was a guy in Asia that got most push-ups on his fingertips in 1 minute. It was like 112.
Wow.
But it wasn't a Guinness World Record. And I talked to a friend of mine in Australia. He said, hey, did you see that? And so we talked about it, and we both saw the same newscast kind of thing. And he says, hey, you can do that, because he knows I'm physically fit. So I started trying with the fingertip push-ups, and it was like at 105, which still holds at 105. And then I got on their website to sign up for the push-ups, most push-ups in 1 minute, and I saw the knuckle push-ups. It was only like starting out at 56. They start them out at low numbers to get people in the center to start, and they keep going up. This one's still going up. So I started training for that one because 56 is a lot easier than 105 in a minute. Plus I was bending at the waist. You know, you think you're doing them right, and then you do a video, and the video shows everything that you're not doing them right. The form has to be perfect, or you're going to get disqualified. Once you get disqualified, it's a process again of like probably about 5 months if you want to, you know, from start to finish. If you don't pay extra money, you can pay to get speedier, but sometimes, you know, you don't have the money to pay. So it doesn't come out of Port St. Lucie budget. They won't let you do it.
Yeah.
So then I started doing that, and that kept going up, and it just didn't quite catch up. I was chasing a dream, because I actually panicked a little bit when I signed up. I canceled my application. I didn't know what I was doing, and then I reapplied, and then it took months to get it and all that. So then when I was doing the knuckles, I saw diamond push-ups, and that was starting at 58. So I was training for diamond push-ups, and just like working out at a physical fitness center, you don't start out with benching 300 pounds, as you know, you train. You start out with low, and you work up, and you build your muscles up. So I was starting out like 17, 19, 20, and you just keep working out, keep training, and your body adapts to what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's a good goal for us, 20 today.
Okay.
You got 20 in you?
No, I have 0 in me.
That's
It'll be you too.
That's it. 20, that's not even part of my training.
No, I know. You're definitely going to have to spot me some.
That's
You're
fine.
a world record holder, sir.
Yeah.
I'm the mayor, you know. I'm
So as the
sedentary.
process kept going, you know, you could talk about it a long time because there's so much to it. I just pretty much, my little theory is train for the push-up record and only do that. Because if you start doing other things, you build up muscles that might, you know, conflict with what you're doing. So that's my little training little thing. It works. When you get a Guinness World Record, people listen to you. Until you get it, they think you don't know what you're talking about, or they'll start listening to you about your diet. If you ride your bike and you get your blood flowing, as you know, you mentioned it earlier, when you get your blood flowing, it's taking out all those toxins and everything. You get the proper sleep, you're removing all your toxins in your sleep. So that's how your body works. You have to get proper sleep, you have to get proper diet, and you have to keep that blood flowing. The more that heart's pounding, the more stuff's being released from your system, my theory.
And you said this, just setting a world record has been a goal of yours for many, many years.
It's probably been about 10 years that I really thought about it. And then I started training, and then you have reasons to stop training. Well, you have to get in that groove, and no matter what distractions you have, if you want it bad enough, you can't say, I'm not doing it today. I've had days where you don't feel like doing it, and then you'll train, and then you feel great. So you're like, I'm glad I trained.
Yeah.
So hard work, you say, is the key to success?
Hard work's the key to any success.
I remember that.
All right.
Working hard, working smart, working together. Can you show us the proper form?
Okay, now diamond push-up. You have to. Their rules are you have to make a diamond shape on your hands, and you can't separate your fingers.
Can't separate.
If you separate your fingers on one push-up, you're disqualified.
Oh. Maybe we won't have that strict of a rule for the mayor.
I did it one
Yeah.
time. I thought I had the record.
The record book guys are not here right now.
That's
so
right, yeah.
there
I
we
did
go.
it one time. I thought I had
Still
the
in
record,
training.
and believe it or not, I separated my thumbs for 2 push-ups, and I didn't send it in. The next week I got it.
Oh, wow.
That was the
All
first
right.
one, 72.
Oh,
The
my
second one, after all that training, the second time I went to get the diamond push-ups, which is 81, I did it on my first attempt, which to me I thought that was incredible. 4 months later, I went from 72 to 81.
Wow.
But I was training, I was already at 85 to 90,
And what's your record?
81.
81.
81. All right.
All right.
So here's
So-
diamond push-up like this, and their rules are you only go to 90. You don't have to do the military ones where you touch the ground or
All right,
go all the
so
way
do
down.
50 to 80 right now, and then we'll go.
Oh, no. We're not going to
No.
make it do that.
Okay.
No.
We can do this all day.
There's a little money jar down there. I'll
You
put
got
something,
spot me
put on some kind of...
75. All right, will you demonstrate the proper form?
Okay, this is the way I do it. When I get down, I put my fingers together, thumbs together, and then I straighten my legs out because one time my knee was bent. So I push that and I move my hands back so they're underneath my chest. That's where you have to be.
Oh, this is like over the top. I don't know
Go
if
down
you
to
know that
90.
reference.
And you go up. But you don't have to lock out on every one. You just go up.
All right.
And you breathe out when you go up.
All
Put your fingers together.
Are we going to count?
See?
All these, my pinkies don't even go together. All right, you ready?
All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3,
All the way
4,
up. Come on, up
5,
higher.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Yeah, I am.
22,
My
23,
thumbs are overlapping.
24, 25, 26,
Hey, that's enough from the peanut gallery.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
Oh, I'm 43. Come on, dang it. I'm
36,
done. I'm cooked.
37, 38, 39. Oh, good job.
Oh, you are the champ. I'm
All
built for
right.
power. Look at that. Well, congratulations. We're very proud to have a world
you.
record holder in the city of Port
There'll be
St.
more.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you, Steve. I'm so
welcome.
glad I didn't have to do that.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much. All right. Thank you all for coming out today. Thank you, our lovely audience. Thank you, all of our guests who came on.
Give yourself a hand, ma'am. Come on.
Yes,
Get in
thank you
there.
for
Boom.
coming on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And thank you for all of our guests who came out to talk about fun and awesome ways to stay fit in Port St. Lucie. But right now, we're going to go for a walk and test out the trail around the Woodstore Trail. So thank you, Mayor, for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, PSL.
All right, thank you.